you doing? Welcome back. I'm Adam, and this is Redemption Loft. So I thought I'd make a quick video because I wanted to kind of go over a few things that's happened recently. First and foremost, most of you guys know I breed my racing pigeons out of boxes. All right, it's no secret that most higher end fanciers or racers breed out of lofts. They have the money to do it. They have the space. God bless them. I don't. So I have to breed out of boxes. The pros, obviously, to breeding in boxes, obviously you can guarantee their pedigree. You know, you put two birds in a box, whatever comes out of it came from those two birds. Okay? Cons, well, there's quite a bit. One of them being, obviously, you might accidentally leave a door open. I did over the weekend. I lost one of my greater pairs. Mona Lisa and Big Boy, Gwen Stacy, they flew off on me over the weekend. Also, another big con is that in boxes they deplete their vitamins. They deplete all their energy, like what makes them healthy. But I think I have a solution to that, and we're about to go. There seems to be a huge controversy or a lot of talk about what people put in their water. I see people put all types of vitamins, red cell, this, that, third, you know, a lot of crazy stuff. And you know what? All that stuff has merit, and it does. But guess what? You're not a chemist, bro. You know, some things you might add to the water could cause other things to deplete in it. You know what I mean? You may think your birds are getting the full amount of nutrition, and they're not. So I'm going to show you products I go with. Some are not a secret, some are. Maybe you're aware of it, maybe you're using it. But I've been using it since I started breeding, and I mean, my birds look amazing for birds that are kept in a box. I'm not being supported by these products. They don't send me money through mail. You know, these are products I ran across. Doing as much research as I can, trying to get the best results for my condition, you know, for the situation I'm in. First and foremost, most of you guys know this product. Of course, Red Cell, that's a no-brainer. You know, it's made from yucca. Vitamin, iron, mineral supplements. Iron rich, of course, has all the bells and whistles when it comes to vitamins. You know, first, obviously a gallon of water. I also use this, was recommended by Frank McLaughlin. Here in Florida, we have extremely hard chemical water. So I always put in a drop of this, drop or two. I actually put 2 or 3 drops. I gotta make sure I get all that harshness out of that water. Obviously I will, look at that one-handed. Hey. Obviously I'll put a few drops of this into the water. In the water. 1, 2, 3. And then I'll close it up. And I'll let it sit. I like to let it sit. I'll even open it up so all the evaporations and stuff like that come out of it. Now, again, I told you I do red cell. I don't do it every day. I do it I want to say 3 or 4 days in a row I'll do red cell. Okay? Then I hop to the water. I'll do 2 days of straight water. No additives, just clear, chlorine-free water. And then I will do 4 days of this product. Bam. This is called Wellness Brew. It's by Spring Chicken. This thing here, it says it supports digestive health, immunity, and egg shell quality. Has oregano, essential oils, probiotics, calcium, vitamin D, E, and electrolytes. I mean, this here was made by a chemist, bro. You know, this is a person who knows what he's doing. Look at all this goodness. Look at all that. Crude fiber. Right here it says all you got to do is take a cap full of this and dump it in that. So what I'll do is this. Comes with a nice little cap here. See that? Bam, look at that, that's pretty. Set it there. Look how pretty this stuff is. Trying to hold the camera and pour this at the same time. Pour this at the same time. Bam. This stuff smells amazing. So then I'll pour it like so in there. And if you notice, it's enough to change the color of the water. I like to make a few of these, but you have to keep it out the sun. Anything you put in water, vitamin-wise, or even vinegar, you got to keep it out the sun. So I'll keep it in my shed. I'll make a few of these, and I'll give it to my breeders here. Again, I apologize for this extremely windy day, but it's beautiful. It's warm. As you can see, I did lose a couple. I lost a pair over the weekend. So yes, I did lose a pair over the weekend. I went to a birthday party out of town. The following morning, I must have left one of the doors open, and they were able to get out. Yeah, I was planning I had a lot of plans for those birds, but I'm a true believer. If it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. So with that being said, they did, however, if you recall in my last video, we banded one of their youngsters. Luckily for me, I was able to put them in with a couple that has youngsters. As you can see, they are older. Look at her mama protecting the babies. Come on, mom. See him back here? Pouch all full. This youngster's ready to go. Pretty soon, another 2 weeks, they'll be out. Then he can have the mom and dad to himself. But he's pouch full right now. So you tell me. The plan was originally I was gonna send this baby out to the one law of races. Now some of you guys might say, oh, you gotta keep the baby and breed from it and stuff like that, but how would I know if it's good or not? You know, how do I know it's worth keeping? Put down in the comments below, what do you think? What do you think I should do? Whether I should keep it and try to breed from it, or should I send it out to the one love race and see how it does? You guys let me know. So as for the rollers, my rolling pigeons, not real much update there. I did add 2 more to the cage, but I believe I brought that up in the last video. Look at these fine rolling lookers. Stunning. Look at Baldy over here. Throwing some feathers back. So that one I had added. And then where's the other one? Still trying to figure it out. These guys are hungry. It's starting to get dark late now, so I'm gonna feed these birds, and so I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, God's awesome. He wants you to know you're awesome. Okay? Because life is awesome. Have a good one.